There they go. Swimming and relaxing, it looks like. Where's the other one? There you go. That's Bonnie up there with the perfect shell. And fish, those fish survived. 25 of them, only 2 left. And my wife now calls them Speedy and the other one McNasty because they just seem to avoid the turtles very well, and they're growing too. They're getting bigger. So I think we've adopted 2 fish. Let's see how long they last. They've been in there for, I would say, about 2 weeks now. And every day I check up on them and I see if they're okay, and they seem to be surviving. Turtles can't catch them, so it looks like they're good. That's Bubba. Let's see Bubba. Bubba has that marking, that distinctive marking on the side, on both sides of his shell, like 2 dots, and those 2 dots were what's left over of his shell rot. When I first got him, he had shell rot. I had to heal him back, get him back to health and all that stuff, and now he's just happy. As you can see, they just love this tank. They love swimming around. They're just happy. And I'm so happy to provide these animals a place where they can actually thrive and enjoy themselves, versus the tank that they were in, where they were fighting for one basking area and they were actually getting damaged due to it. So yeah, there's the 2 dots. There's the 2 dots, but they're getting covered. Good dog. Looks amazing. They swim up to each other, and they're just friendly. You get aggression every once in a while, especially if you feed them strawberries or bananas and they start fighting over it. Other than that, it looks like they're just happy. There's Bonnie. My Bonnie with the perfect shell. Of course, my favorite is Bubba, because I had to heal him back to health, and I kind of grown attached to him, and always looking in on him. Make sure. I mean, she's always. Oh, did she go? Oh, there she is, coming out. And they're just getting along. They're just very happy. Very happy turtles. They have so much space, and they're just. Well, let's see if she goes up. Usually she goes up when she does that. But lately, like today, she's been thinking about it, and then she'll go back because the water's so good and stuff. She just enjoys swimming right now. Especially because Bubba's being nice. And sometimes Bubba can be aggressive. And that's when I gotta take him for a walk. Yeah. Looks wonderful. These are my survivor turtles. These were my wife's turtles at one time, and she had to give them up, and now she's blocking my view. Thanks, babe. Blocking my view. Blocking my view.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. They're just like, oh, they're like medicine.
They don't recognize her as a food, so they're not begging, as you could tell. They recognize my face. If I go there to the tank, they won't do natural things. They just start begging. They're viewing her. They're looking at her. But if I go there, they start trying to swim through the glass.
Go ahead.
So funny.
Tell them about the FaceTime the other day.
Yeah, my wife called me at work, and I was on FaceTime with her, and she put my face up against the glass, and they started begging for food.
Yeah, they started acting
They
crazy.
started acting crazy.
The boy went nuts.
Yeah, especially Bubba. I'm very tight with Bubba.
The little fat one.
But
he's affectionate. Yeah. He lets us pet him. That's why.
Yeah, he is a very affectionate turtle, and the reason why is that because we nursed him back to health. I think he recognizes that. I don't know how smart these guys are, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little story. We put them in the ground, and Bonnie there basically maps out the areas that were weakness to her escaping. So every time I put her down, she would always visit the area of the living room. You know, I put up these barriers, and one of the barriers, she knew how to get out. She knew that exact same, no matter where I put her in the living room, she knew exactly where to go to try to escape. And she kept testing it over and over again until she gets through. And this is the there's a sign of aggression right there, and they check each other, and then they're okay. So those are things that you watch when they start eyeing each other directly like that. I'll try to catch an aggression on camera so that this way we can go over what needs to be done. But usually that just means that they need a walk. They need some time away from each other. They need some ground time where they can just walk around. But yeah, that's it. I mean, this is what they do. You know? Do they enjoy each other's company? I don't think they do at certain times, but I think they don't like being alone either. They've been together since they were little dimes, little quartered turtles, the size of quarters. So they do know each other.
Oh, he's a smacker. Look, he like
yeah.
Look, he smacks her.
Yeah. Let's see.
You want me to take him out?
No. Not yet.
Look,
Is he getting aggressive? Yep. Wait. Let her go. She's fine. I don't think it's aggression right now.
Yeah.
As soon as he opens his mouth, it's aggression. He's the dominant turtle. He has dominated her. At first, when they were first in there, she was the dominant one. And then now, because he has water and he can actually swim, okay, he's more dominant. That's the truth. She was dominant. That's why she's got a perfect shell.
She's tired. Look.
Yeah, these things up underneath here, they're underneath these turtle toppers, right? So they have these rests, and this is awesome. The turtles sleep under there sometimes. Well, most of the time, especially Bubba.
He sleeps there a lot.
Bonnie can sleep outside on the turtle topper at times. But I've seen them both sleep on these things. Like one is on one end and one is on the other end. And you see, they get along just fine. They check each other every once in a while. And the only time that it's an act of aggression is when he opens his mouth and he's ready to snap at her.
Yeah, she's tired.
Other than that, and more likely, it's just a check of aggression, and just a check to make sure, hey, I'm the boss. Get out of my way. But if she doesn't leave, if she doesn't move out of the area, he will snap at her. And being that they have so much space, she has room to get out, to move, to get out of the way. Hey, don't bother me. I'm swimming. That's Bubba. See those two dots there? They used to be turtle rot. It is. If you look at it closely, it is being covered now by brown. It's like a light brown cover that they have now instead of that pure white. And I check it every day. I check to make sure that it's getting better. So, yeah, I mean, this is what they do, and they're very active. Very active. Very calm. Very calming, too. Yeah. I told him about Speedy McNasty.
Yeah, but I only see one. I'm worried.
No. The other one's there.
Oh, he's inside the tree?
He might be, or he might be up against the
rocks in the back. Yeah,
the
he's
rocks.
like camouflage.
Because they do camouflage. I don't see him.
Ooh, that scared me.
Yeah. No, they're very fast now. They're very aware of the turtles. They're very aware. And I saw the other fish this morning, so I'm very positive that
he's in there.
He's
probably sleeping. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
There they are. And look,
wow.
they're both together.
Cool.
You see?
Yeah.
That's Speedy and McNasty. I don't know which one's which. I know there's one fatter than the other. I don't know if they're gonna have babies or not, but that's something that I'd like to see. And there's Bubba. Bubba's the main hunter. He ate most of the 25. So he ended up getting a nice little bulge underneath his shell.
He's fat.
He's gained a little weight, yeah. He definitely gained a little weight. Doing well. So this is my turtle tank, and I hope you guys like it. Hey, I'm gonna be posting more, I guess. I don't know if this is even gonna turn out to be anything, but I just thought that anybody who's watching would like an update on my turtles.
Anyone who wants to learn.
Yeah.
They're amazing animals. They're good therapy for anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a 2-year-old that wakes up every morning and talks to them.
Yeah.
It's amazing. She gets up every morning and she talks to the turtles.
Look at that. Look at that perfect shell. I love her. I love her shell.
She's amazing.
I love her shell. I'm hoping that one day Bubba can get that. You can tell that Bubba had some rough times in his life because his shell is kind of...
It's getting better.
Yeah, well, he's never going to get over his shell being kind of, like, weird. He has a weird shell. You can tell that maybe they were just feeding him protein constantly. Looks kind of misshapen.
That's
But,
my baby. That's my baby.
But yeah, we're getting him back to being a turtle and feeding him healthy and stuff. I looked a lot of stuff up, and again, Turtle Girl really helped out especially with her video on feeding. Not only feeding, in separate tanks or whatever. Hey, where'd they go?
She's going up. She's trying to go up. She's getting tired.
Oh, there she is. No, she's not getting tired. Turtles are amazing.
Look,
She just probably wants to bask and digest what she ate this morning. So, but yeah.
I love her bottom shell. Look.
Yeah. Bubba's bottom shell looks like hers, except there's a little bit of
Fade.
missing
There you go.
ink or something.
Look.
There he is. Look at her. She's the perfect turtle. I don't know. You can tell that he's older because the shell is darker. So, yeah. Well, let me let you guys go. Just an update on Bonnie and Bubba. They are doing very well. And there's the whole view. And that's how much space they have. I mean, they have a lot of space to stuff.
This is a story about mail and packages.
And I just want to thank you. I'll keep you guys posted on whoever's watching. And I mean, I don't have subscribers or followers yet, but eventually.
And while we make more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country, we never forget that your business is our
They're
business.
awesome. They're
United
awesome
States
pets.
Postal Service. Priority